listening to the sounds of Miss Demeanor.
Missy be the name and y'all should already know. I've been around long as Scarface, so shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, she, yeah. Let me grab the microphone and I'ma take it away. Say so. Say so. Say so.
Coming at you from beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana, as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. Well, the Miami Heat, they won their last contest, that game against Orlando. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
They looked very stable, pretty much from the get-go, guys. A solid output, solid effort. And, you know, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game, but they were pretty solid there.
I was very impressed with the balance they displayed, guys. Different people carrying the load, scoring, making assists, unselfish play. Everything was working for them to get that victory.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Heat, Nick Roberts at the 4 with Bosch at center. Wade out on the wing with Granger. And it's Cole in at the point. Here's Cole. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Bosch, a screen on Holiday. Back to Bosch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Baseline try. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And he's on the board early.
The first to strike there. Nice hoop.
On offense, here are the Pelicans, coming off that loss against the Nets.
And guys, had their free throw shooting been anywhere near up to par, I think it would have changed everything in that game.
No doubt about it. I mean, there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line. It infiltrates other parts of your game.
Pelicans pull it in.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time. Well, the Miami Heat, since the Big Three assembled, have been a polarizing team. Some fans rooted for them, others rooted against them. Either way, they've been an incredible story for the league and have become just a huge draw around the NBA.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Both free throws good from Z. And now with the Big Three era coming to an end, Miami not perhaps one of the more hated teams around the NBA, but Clark, they are still at the forefront of the league scene in the East.
And while they might have lost a bunch of the bandwagon fans, by no means is this team finished with being a title set. There's just too much talent on this roster. And for the first time in a long time, they might enjoy being viewed as underdogs. Chris Bosh, in some ways, had been the overlooked, underrated member of the Big Three in Miami, but extremely valuable. A nice complimentary scorer and understated defensively. But with LeBron gone now, he becomes more of a focal point offensively.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. Rivers kicks to Evans. The 11-footer. Another shot, and there's the nice lay-in. Excellent work from Z.
And after the game, it was said he was in a heated discussion with a teammate. Not sure exactly what the topic was, but it might have been ball movement.
I would guess that one of them was unhappy with what he perceived as a look-off. That's when a guy acts like he sees you, but he doesn't. Whatever it was, you would hope that those two would be able to get it sorted out in private.
And Chris Bosh posted up a lot more, it seemed, to Clark in Toronto and Miami. It become primarily a face-up threat.
And I think that's where he's most comfortable, Kevin. More of a slender build. He takes advantage of his quickness more than his strength, so facing up is really where he's been most effective.
Davis, and that misses. That would have put him up.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Granger drives in.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Off the pick. And it goes through once again. Nice hit there from Z. Z's got 6.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
And the shot is good.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Pass to Rivers. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Good. Davis has got his first basket of the night.
Sharp pass to give his teammate the high percentage shot in close.
And Cole kicks to Wade. Feeds to Bosh. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Double teamed on Wade. Here is McRoberts. He had a big outing in that Magic game as well. Shot clock at 3. Goes up on the wing. The shot misses. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And it's Evans in the corner. Back to Holiday. The feed to Rivers. Outside Holiday. Z. He's covered by Bosh. And again, another basket good from Z. Z's got 8 points. Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
And I think a lot of it has to do with they rotate beautifully, and somebody is always there to protect the basket.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Granger. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Granger's got his first points in this one.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. Going into this game and scouting the opposition, he told me he's a huge fan of Drew Holiday, saying, you know, Drew's still a guy with so much potential. You just don't see that many point guards with his kind of frame. 6'4", close to 2 bills, and a great skill set to match. He's a guy you love to watch, but you often hate to go up against. Kevin, we'll see if he can have a big impact in this one.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Wade, following the score by New Orleans. And he gets the bucket. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Now here is Holiday. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's...
You want to go? Let's go then. Cheap shot taking punk. You can't stop me, so you're gonna try to take me out? Nah, man, forget that. What? You gonna toss me? You should kick his sorry butt out. I ain't even do nothing.
Remind me not to mess with you. Oh, relax. Our checks are cut from the same organization, remember? Hey, listen. After your little show out there, getting tossed out of the game, after you went after your opponent, the media smells blood. So be careful what you say in there. Because if you lose your temper, that little trickle of blood will become a full-on hemorrhage. Do you understand?
I know all about your little job, trying to keep the reins tight on the horses, keeping us in a little stable. I get it, and you might even be worried about a young stallion like myself, because it seems like I'm running a little wild, huh?
And
And you better hold on to your britches, because it's going down.
going down. All right, here we go. Okay, let's go to the gentleman in the front. Troy?
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
I'm not gonna lie. The ball needs to be in my hands more. And I'm not being selfish, I'm being realistic. I have an amazing set of skills that are very hard to stop. I'm telling you, put the ball in my hands and the wins will follow. Quote me on that.
Your question, Chris?
How's your relationship with the coaching staff? Are rumors of friction accurate?
Why are you in here trying to stir the pot, man? Guess what? You get no gumbo today. Hey, I rock with my coach, man. I love that guy. He looks out for me, I look out for him. It's ridiculous that you're in here trying to cause dissension. Come on, man, you better than that.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. I'd like to talk about the elephant in the room.
I don't see your mother. What elephant you talking about?
Well, frankly, the incredibly volatile elephant that can't control his temper.
Enough of the euphemisms. Do you have a question to ask or not?
Yes, my question is, do you think you have anger management issues?
No, I don't.
How can you say that? I mean, you went after an opponent after a routine foul.
First off, there was nothing routine about the foul. And secondly, if I had anger management issues, I'd be on the other side of this podium all up in your grill. I'm done.
And that's all the time we have for today. Thanks, guys. Really? You get thrown out of the game, and then you threaten a member of the press?
I was perfectly calm in there.
Maybe you just don't get thrown out of the game next time. Okay?
Okay, maybe I'll try.
Yeah, do that. Okay.
You see what I'm doing?
Sitting.
Yes, but I'm also controlling my emotions. Because you see, inside I want to scream and yell and tell you how selfish, unprofessional, and immature it was for you to lose your temper and get tossed from last night's game. I want to tell you how maddening it was to watch the rest of the team have to pick up your slack after you left us shorthanded. I want to throw things, stomp my feet, wave my arms, but I won't. I'm keeping my emotions in check, which is something you need to do if you want to be on this team. Got it?
Hey, man, you sign me. And whenever you sign me, you take the whole package. And emotion is part of the package. It's what fuels me as a player. It's what makes me who I am. And I know if somebody gonna try to play me, I'ma get in his face real quick like, man, I ain't no punk. And if this organization don't like it, hey, maybe y'all need to go find another player. Maybe I'm the wrong guy.
Fire doesn't do any good if you're not in the game. So let's try and see a controlled blaze next time, all right?
Man, whatever you say.